Why did this TikToker leave and then come back 6 months later? She has a TikTok account dedicated to her own mental health.
I believe that DID fake tailors have made DID out to be like the whole personality of those of us with DID.
But apparently not yours, as she used to upload very extreme flashing content, and when being called out about this, she actually turned against her own fans, telling them that it is their own job to make sure they're not watching flashing content, not hers.
I am not anybody's caregiver.
You can't pick what video comes next on TikTok, and for someone that dedicates their whole life talking about mental health, it surely would have been quite nice for at least to have a flash warning. She didn't think so. The hate that she got following this was so bad that she actually had to leave TikTok. And well, she has now returned quite some time later, and she's made 4 apology videos. But believe me, they're not really apology videos, and we're gonna watch every single one of them.
I've had to work extremely hard to be able to get proper help within this medical care system.
As she calls us out directly, as I've made a video on her in the past called TikTok's Worst Faker Who Got Exposed. She wasn't happy. Here's what she had to say.
I wanted to apologize to everybody that we hurt for our actions regarding the trigger warnings and not putting them on, or not, always wanting to. And I want to be heard as well as somebody, a Black woman with a dissociative disorder, DID, and speak my mind about things as well.
So firstly, in this video, she goes over the fact that she is Black. Don't really know what that has to do with the apology video, but it's something that she likes to mention quite frequently. Secondly, she says that she wants to be heard as well. But believe me, she has been heard in the past. As like I stated earlier in the video, she didn't want to put any flash warnings on those videos, even though she knew it ran the risk of hurting people. Remember, this was her response to that situation.
I'm about to give a very popular opinion for my page here, okay? Absolutely not. We, parts of me, parts of myself, are not responsible and will not be held responsible for the mental health, the physical health, and the emotional health of users on TikTok. I am not anybody's caregiver. I am not anybody's medical professional. I am not anybody's parent. Not your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister. It is 100% up to users on TikTok to take care of themselves. If you are a user and you're watching videos, you need to be taking care of yourself.
Shocking that people didn't find that a very popular opinion, I know. So what is it now that she wants to say? Maybe it is how wrong she was for saying something like that, how that was pretty hurtful for some people, literally, how that was just irresponsible and dangerous, and there's nothing you can say that could possibly fix that except for at least try and own up for your own actions. Did she say anything like that at all? No. This was her excuse behind the reasoning of her response.
But I wanted to explain kind of how my brain works with this in a little bit more depth so people can understand. And no, this is not an excuse. This is not a, oh, pity, please don't give me pity. Just listen, okay? Because I'm trying to be very transparent. We have parts in this brain that are not going to think about you. They have things that they like to do. This is me. I have things that I like to do. Different parts of me enjoy doing different things. And I had to catch myself because if I pull away, there's that dissociation, but I'm still pulling it back into this is me. And I have parts of me that aren't always going to remember things. They're not going to care. The parts of me don't even care about my own body. They don't even care about, my own partner or family, and they're in those states.
So her apology to all of that is that she doesn't care. Wow. I've known some influencers have done some pretty awful apology videos in the past, but I gotta be honest, this has to be one of the worst ones. Imagine Logan Paul with The Forest. Imagine if his response was, yeah, I did that because, to be honest with you, I don't really care about you. Now, she claims that that's because of her mental illness, but let's be honest here, creating a video isn't the most spontaneous thing. You have to record it, edit it, look at it, write the title, do the description, and and do the tags. You're telling me throughout that whole process, she didn't have any time to think about what she was going to say. Remember, she has a following of over 200,000 followers. It's well within your right to think about what you're going to say before posting that video. But to try and brush it off on an apology video and state that it's because you don't care, kind of wild.
The last thing that I just want to say is when you see Black people sharing their stories and sharing their trauma, know that we are going a great fucking mile to open our voices out here in this world. Because the stuff that has happened to us, the harassment that we did receive after that was so bad. It was so bad. To the point where we deleted our account. We didn't know what to do. Our friends, they can all comment below. They saw a spiral. We can't even say the name of this app anymore. We call it the other app because we get so triggered by it, by the hurt that we received for just existing and just sharing our truth and just being who we are. We got tired. And I think that was our tipping point, is we got tired from already dealing with so much harassment and so much online bullying.
So she does this thing in the video where she goes and plays victim after, well, not really apologizing, trying to deflect from her reasoning of saying the things that she said. She then claims that she was getting so much bullying because of her skin color, and that was it. That had nothing to do with it. Literally nothing. People were mad because out of all people on TikTok who would understand about a illness, epilepsy, and you uploading videos with sudden flashes that were really bad to watch, to when people made videos calling you out like this person.
They compare flashing lights to trigger warnings, which is just not the same. We said on their page with the strobe lights, "Hello, this is not hate, but please put a flash warning next time when using flashing lights. It can be dangerous and life-threatening to some." They responded by blocking me.
Your response was,
"It is not fair, especially to put on my shoulders or other users' shoulders. You could potentially kill somebody because you didn't put a trigger warning on a, on a filter, whatever site it's on TikTok. There are hundreds of thousands of filters out here on TikTok. If you are light sensitive, if you are sensitive to oversaturated videos, you need to take care of yourself and check to see what the filter is. Maybe if you get very triggered easily by certain topics, which I myself do as well. I scroll past videos, there's videos that I can't watch. I'm like, no, I'm not going to watch this right. It's also up to you as a user to read the description of videos, read the hashtags of videos. Maybe go to somebody's page and see what their little bio also states and says that they might talk about, or maybe kind of scroll through their videos and be like, oh, okay, maybe these are topics that I don't really like. If that is not your cup of tea, then you need to remove yourself from the situation and take care of yourself.
Instead of a simple, okay, my bad, yeah, I should have done that, sorry, I'll do that in the future, to put a flash warning, I'm sorry. It was just, oh no, I'm not doing that for you. That's why you got harassment. Literally nothing to do with your skin color. I don't even know why this is a big part of the video, if I'm being honest. But it's something that she likes to mention, even though I have multiple people watching one of her live streams in which, and I quote, she called me a penny white asshole. But yet somehow that's okay to say, because I'm white, I guess, I don't know. But maybe you're thinking to yourself, there's more to the apology than just that. There are 4 videos after all, and all of them are pretty long. Well, straight after this, she then talks about the meetup that they had. As I'm sure most of you remember the meet and greet that they had in Ohio, where people with DID claimed that they had to go and fly to a different state to go meet up with people and basically have a party.
At the meet and greet, because there's some drama that happened afterwards towards me that just didn't feel fair. That was in Ohio, and we got invited to go, and we had opted out a little bit, like, I don't know if I want to do that because I know there's controversy people online, like whatever.
She states it's unfair that she got called out for this by someone online. That someone being a person with real DID that has the papers and everything to prove it, stating that to go somewhere in a crowded place with loads of people that you've never met would be extremely difficult, especially with someone that also has agoraphobia, extreme anxiety, the worst of the worst. She talks about that later on in the video, and we'll get to that very shortly.
I guess, yeah, go back to the meet and greet. There is a woman, she goes by the name of Eva Marie. She has a daughter, I guess, Jewel or something. And we got singled out. So, yeah, this woman began to harass me. And this person called CPS. And I'm like, what? The worker came, they're like, I'm so sorry that we're here. Just because people didn't like me, parts of me, for trying our best to teach people, being one of the only Black systems that have a pretty big, flat platform community of people here. We did our best, and that was really effed up to have somebody do that. Like, that messed us up, and that wasn't cool.
She also claimed that CPS was called Child Protective Services. She claimed that the person, Eva Marie, did this, when that wasn't the case because she's never mentioned having children on her TikTok account. Obviously, Eva doesn't know this person personally, and not me, nor Eva, or anybody knew that she had children. It literally could have been anyone phoning in at that stage. She claims as well later on that people shouldn't make videos attacking people or claiming things that they don't know or aren't 100% certain.
But anyways, the gist of it is online bullying and harassment is real. And I do not stand for it for anybody. Anybody that's made lies.
But then proceeds to do this at the beginning of the video. There's a lot of contradictions in all of these apology videos. And remember, this is called an apology video. That being said, the third thing, she calls out McLean Hospital again, as it's obvious at this point that she wasn't best pleased that they used some of her content.
These are the things that our system is fighting for.
Which, for those of you that don't know, McLean Hospital is a very world-renowned hospital, and they actually did a live stream talking about the subject of malingering online. Those people that pretend to have mental illnesses and do this for likes, for views online. Sugar Pink Fairies here was one of those TikTokers that they actually showed in their live stream talking about it, giving their opinion about a TikToker who has publicly posted a video online. But being surprised that a hospital took this as evidence for malingering isn't that hard to believe, as some of the things that she says in her videos just aren't simply true. She claims that she tries to do these types of videos to educate people, and when someone calls her out for something that isn't accurate, she just plays victim and says it's unfair and they're being racist. Another thing as well is when you post stuff online, expect some criticism. I don't understand this whole not understanding that not every single person is going to agree with you. That unfortunately just comes with putting stuff online. I say this in almost every video because it's just comically hilarious at this point that some people generally get upset that not everyone agrees with them. I'm going to get people on this video, I'm sure, that hate me for making this, but she claims they should have messaged her first and they could have had a good chat, and that they used her videos. But remember, you've uploaded this publicly. You've had the choice to sit there and create these videos, and in some ways make DID a little bit of a joke with the way that you portray it online. Or like I stated, some misinformation for some of the other stuff as well.
I wasn't mad because we got outed. We were mad because there was a white man that we didn't know that claimed to be a professional that just took our video and just looked at our body and tried to say that that's because we had clothes and stuff, that wasn't, it was imitation DID, and that really hurt.
To be honest with you, I actually watched the McLean video. It was quite a long video, and no, they didn't just say it's because of her clothes and stuff. That is a massive under-exaggeration of what they really said. I mean, the video was over 30 minutes long. I don't think they did a whole live stream with medical professionals that went to Oxford University, and their conclusion was, yeah, it's because of their clothes and stuff. But now, moving on to the part of the video where she actually mentions me. This is what she had to say.
If anybody would just have a simple conversation with us. So yeah, and then there's another guy, he goes by Ablaze. He's made so many videos of us on YouTube. He's a gaming account, and I wish that he'd just talk to me and take our videos down.
I've made one video on her, and then I mentioned her once in another video. So many on this gaming channel I have made.
He said we were banned. We were never banned. He's just this page on YouTube that he goes to the mental health community and really rats on them, and it's not cool. It's very damaging for mental health.
So, a few things there, and yes, I'll take full responsibility. I thought she was generally banned, but apparently she wasn't, so I made a mistake there. That being said, if that is the biggest thing that I've done that is bad, for misinformation is say that she was banned when she wasn't and she privated her account. I don't really see that as being that bad, really. And then she states, all I do is bully the mental health community, which again, as I'm sure pretty much all of you watching right now know not to be the fact. I like to stick up for those that actually have these disorders, that actually go through this on a day-to-day basis, who live in hell, who don't even actually have the strength to create a TikTok account and talk about their experiences, as the others take center stage and get all the attention from it, dancing, dressing up in silly clothes, making silly skits about it. Younger TikTokers who claim to have it because of some trauma when the only trauma they've ever experienced was their parents taking away their phone. All of these are cases that aren't as serious as those that really live with this. I speak with some people that actually have DID, and it is a living nightmare, which is made worse by TikTokers who try and turn it out to be this fun experience that can still go out and leave the house and have a normal life. Unfortunately, that's the thing with something as serious as DID. You literally can't live a normal life. It's tragic.
Anyways, he's made these videos talking about not having agoraphobia, and we do. Whether people want to believe it or not, but we've worked hard on it, and we want to show people. That's what we did on our page, is show people that you can heal and you can grow, you can do all these things, make yourself comfy at home.
So she talks about agoraphobia, and then she states, but we do. But she made a TikTok claiming the fact that she is recovered from it, and that was a few months ago. So does she now have it again? I'm confused.
Like when you work on yourself, especially in therapy, which we go to several times a week, you can overcome things, up and heal and grow. You silly little naive little booger you. So no, we're not severely agoraphobic anymore. It's been about a little over a year that we've been working really hard on this. So, and like, you can scroll down our page and see when we talked about it, about us like working on it. I forgot you don't like to do that. You just like to spam on troll accounts. Like, this is like your third time today.
She talks about agoraphobia and it not solely being the fact that it's hard to leave the house and that you can leave the house with it. It's to do with extreme anxiety, and one of the top things is that it is quite literally impossible to leave your house because you are that anxious. But I called it out because she seemed to have recovered within a matter of weeks of having this, which, yes, doesn't sound very medically sound.
We really had to push ourselves, like we had to really push ourselves to heal and, to see people that would, make more videos about us and lies, and then that would send more hate to things that genuinely simply weren't true. And that was what we were talking about, Ablaze's videos.
That's really hard for you guys.
And one day maybe I should reach out to him, but like the video that he had on his page on YouTube with millions of people that didn't know us, never talked to us. Like, that shit is scary to have people come attack you or say that you're faking or that you're lying when we've been so open and transparent. People on YouTube, they don't want to take the people that make those videos about you, they don't want to take any of the videos of us actually talking about being adopted or the trauma that we went through. They didn't want to take any of those. They wanted to take videos of us completely, caught off guard, not really caught off guard, but just not talking about ourselves, and, whether it's like showing little toys or, whatever that is. They'd wait for moments that you are vulnerable and aren't seeming like you're in your disorder, but the disorder is constantly.
So she claimed that millions of people saw the video, but again, that's not true. I don't even have millions of subscribers. I don't even have 500,000. 100,000 people saw that video. And sending hate, again, I don't tell any of my subscribers, you guys, to go and send any hate. I know you guys don't. It's one of the things I love most about this community, is that we don't go and send hate. I'm sometimes curious to see in the comments if anyone does, and I've never seen anyone mention this channel and give hate. And good, I don't want you guys to go and send hate, but you guys already know that. And then she talks about caught off guard, but she tries to reiterate with not talking about ourselves. But you post these videos on your TikTok. If you don't want people to react to certain TikToks, then why would you post those ones in the first place? It's kind of harder to disprove, sure, if you're talking about your childhood and that's it. But if you're talking about having DID or agoraphobia and you can't leave the house, and here you are flying to a different state next week, partying with a bunch of random people, of course, that's so much easier to call out. Why would I not pick that topic? Now, one of the many reasons I also make these videos as well, the personas that these people show you on TikTok is very different to the people that they actually are behind the screen. As soon as that camera is turned off, they act entirely different. They're not very nice. I'm sure to a lot of you it actually comes as no surprise. She has shown, and many others have shown, their true colors and slipped up in videos previously. It's also very strange that they go to the comment section and call out and bully other people while creating videos saying that bullying is wrong. The contradictions in all of this are wild, but the actions that they do are even more wild. For example, stating that bullying is wrong, while yet they go out and bully. They go around trying to take people's YouTube channels down, strike them because they don't agree with what people have said, trying to literally get something that people have worked for years and years, creating content, taken down because they disagree with them. And I don't think I've ever sent any of you guys to go and send hate on any of these people. I don't condone that whatsoever, but these TikTokers do that all the time. They get their fans over to those people who disagreed with them in the past to go and literally bully them. They basically send their followers to do their bidding. It's wild. And it gets worse than that, as then people actually go and bully and harass people that actually have these disorders, as if it's not already bad enough that one, they have them, second, they have to watch this stuff and not say anything, but when they finally get the strength to say something, they get bullied and harassed. It gets so bad in the fact that people in the past that actually have these disorders have gone hate mail, doxed, with other TikTokers even trying to send them viruses via email. The only stuff I've ever seen from this community is all hatred, but yet on camera they act so kind and caring, and it's completely different until suddenly they snap, like we saw with the flashing one. They show their true colors for a bit. I'm not saying Sugar Pink Fairies does all of this stuff, but it was certainly easy to see her true colors shine before she turned her account off for a little bit. With that all being said, I wanted to keep you updated on this story. I was going to mention it regardless because obviously she mentioned my name and this YouTube channel. I know I haven't posted for about 10 days or so and not too many videos have been posted. Sorry, I was on holiday and literally actually only got back yesterday. I'm a little bit jet lagged, but I'm actually really excited to be back and to post again. I've missed you guys and I really enjoy making videos, so I'm so excited to do that. I posted a picture in the community tab. Thank you for all the kind and nice messages. I read all of them and I really do appreciate that. If you're still watching, please make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment down below telling me what you think. With that all being said, I hope you guys have a great day and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.